Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Mushroom Network podcast. I'm Zach Gillman, your jovial guide through the fungal kingdom, where the only thing we love more than a good joke is a great mushroom.
And I'm Nova Mycelia, here to sprinkle some scientific spores into our discussions. We're thrilled to have you join us on this mycological adventure.
Today, we're kicking off our series with a journey into the heart of mycology. We'll explore the basics, the bizarre, and the brilliant aspects of mushrooms.
That's right, Zach. From understanding the crucial role fungi play in our ecosystems to unearthing the secrets of medicinal mushrooms, we've got a lot to cover.
And I'll be here to make sure that even the most complex topics are as easy to digest as a well-cooked morel.
Always important, Zach. We'll also share some fascinating fungal facts and, of course, answer questions from you, our listeners.
Speaking of which, don't forget to send us your mushroom-related questions, stories, or even your favorite mushroom joke. You can send them to themushroomnetwork.com/tips, or you can email us at support@themushroomnetwork.com. All right, let's get to it. Nova, why don't you start us off with an overview of what mushrooms are, scientifically speaking?
Gladly, Zach. Mushrooms are the fruiting bodies of certain types of fungi. They're a bit like apples on a tree, except the tree in this case is an underground network called mycelium. This mycelium is the main part of the fungus, and it plays a crucial role in decomposing organic matter in nature, recycling nutrients back into the soil.
So when we're picking mushrooms, we're basically just harvesting nature's recyclers? That's pretty cool. But Nova, what makes mushrooms so fascinating to scientists like you?
Oh, where do I start? Mushrooms are incredibly diverse. Some have medicinal properties, others are delicious to eat, and then there are those that, well, let's just say they can take you on a trip.
The psychedelic ones. But let's not forget the legal disclaimer here. We don't endorse illegal activities, folks.
Absolutely, Zach. Speaking of legality, did you know that some mushrooms are crucial in biotechnology research? They're used in everything from making antibiotics to bioremediation, which is a fancy way of saying they help clean up environmental messes.
That's pretty impressive. They're like tiny, unassuming superheroes of the forest.
Looks like we have a question from a listener. It's from Emma in Oregon. She asks, what's the easiest mushroom for beginners to identify and forage?
Great question, Emma. I would say the humble morel is a good start. They have a distinctive honeycomb appearance, making them easier to identify. But remember, always forage with an experienced guide and never eat anything you're not 100% sure about.
Yes, absolutely, Zach. Safety first. And might I suggest the chicken of the woods as another mushroom that is easy to identify, as it is a bright orangish to yellow shelf fungus that grows on living or dead trees. It has no gills and a creamy white underside. It tastes like chicken and can be cooked in various ways. Or why not the oyster mushroom? This is a grayish-white mushroom that grows in clusters on dead or dying wood. It has a fan-shaped cap, a short stem, and white gills that run down the stem. It has a mild and nutty flavor and can be sautéed, roasted, or grilled. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about mushrooms in culture. Mushrooms have been revered in many societies throughout history, from ancient Egypt to indigenous tribes around the world.
And let's not forget their starring role in video games and fairy tales. I mean, where would Mario be without his power-up mushrooms?
True that, but beyond folklore, mushrooms have deep spiritual and ceremonial significance in many cultures. Their ability to connect us to nature is really quite profound.
All right. We're about to dive deeper into the mycelium web of advanced mycology. Nova, what spores of wisdom can you share with us?
Let's explore fungal endophytes, Zach. These are fungi that live inside plants in a mutually beneficial relationship. They're like secret agents within plants, enhancing their growth and helping them fight off pests and diseases.
Whoa! Secret agents, huh? That's like having a microscopic buddy system for plants.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the wood wide web, mycorrhizal networks. These networks are fascinating because they show us how interconnected nature truly is. Trees and plants communicating and sharing resources through a fungal network. It's like nature's own internet.
So what you're saying is that even trees need a good Wi-Fi connection.
Well, in a way, yes. Next up, we delve into fungal secondary metabolites. These compounds have a huge impact, from antibiotics to mycotoxins. The study of these metabolites opens doors to new medicines and understanding fungal defense mechanisms.
And they said fungi were just for pizza toppings.
Moving on, Zach, let's take a peek at lichenology. Lichens are not just one organism, but a collaborative effort between fungi and algae or cyanobacteria. It's a perfect example of cooperation in nature.
Nature really is full of teamwork, isn't it? Now we've got a question from Alicia who asks, how can understanding fungi lead us to a deeper spiritual enlightenment?
That's such a profound question, Alicia, and thanks for sharing. In pantheism, the divine is seen in all aspects of the universe. Fungi, with their interconnected networks and crucial ecological roles, symbolize the interconnectedness of all life.
So, by understanding fungi, we're not just learning about a species, but we're getting insights into the unity and interconnectedness of the universe. It's like finding the spiritual in the scientific.
Precisely, Zach. And it's completely fascinating too. Fungi remind us that every part of the ecosystem, including ourselves, is interconnected and vital to the whole. It's a lesson in both ecology and spirituality.
It's amazing how much wisdom we can find in the world of fungi. Thank you again, Alicia, for sharing that enlightening question. And that's a wrap on today's fungal foray. We hope you've enjoyed this expedition into the world of mushrooms as much as we did bringing it to you.
And remember, every mushroom has its story, and we're here to uncover them all, one spore at a time.
And you, yes, you, can be an integral part of this journey. Please subscribe to the Mushroom Network podcast and become a free patron at themushroomnetwork.com.
By becoming a patron, you're joining a community of fungi enthusiasts and getting access to exclusive content, updates, and all the platforms where our podcast and other content are available.
Plus, you'll never miss an episode or any of the mycological marvels we uncover. It's like having a front row seat to the greatest mushroom show in the universe.
Don't forget to spread the spore love and share our podcast with fellow mushroom mavens. Your support helps us grow and reach more curious minds.
Until next time, keep those caps polished, stems strong, and minds open to the wonders of fungi. Stay curious.
Stay sportacular. And we hope to see you on the other side of the veil.